Hi class, my name is Alicia Henry and I'm going to be explaining why I believe marijuana should be legalized. Well, for starters, there are numerous different positive effects that marijuana has. One being it helps to limit the unnecessary arrests. It helps provide treatment that people need. So it does cure. Taxes are just the revenue and taxes help so much. I have so many different studies here that I just want to share with you to just kind of show you and pinpoint why there's so many benefits from it being legalized. People are going to do it anyway, right? So why not just open up the door to have it actually benefit us as a society? For starters, okay, it will limit the unnecessary arrests, as I stated. So a lot of the arrests made by marijuana um, affect a lot of the young people of color. So that's blacks and Latinos. They say that the whites sell it at a higher rate and smoke it at a higher rate. But for some reason, blacks and Latinos get prosecuted for it a lot more. It kind of gives them a target. The drug legalization, a website that I found in 2015, they did a study, and it said that decriminalization of marijuana is starting to become more popular in states, which is good, but it's also a bad thing. And it's bad because a lot of people can't afford, after they have been arrested, to pay the fines. So they get arrested for this, they get released, they have to pay the fines for it, but they don't have the money to pay the fines. So they end up getting the jail time. So it's like, it's tit for tat. It's kind of it's a system that doesn't work. They want to stop and limit the arrests, but this decriminalization doesn't do it. You have to legalize it in order to give people that, I guess, just to have it not be a bad thing. Because arresting people that have enough marijuana to smoke but not sell or distribute, is that really necessary to have this much? And that's not a lot. Okay, another thing that it does is it helps provide treatment to people that need it. According to WebMD, Ann Harding wrote that it cures anything from headaches, cancer, long-term conditions, glaucoma, nerve pain, and I actually have a study here. This is from the Cannabis Patients Alliance, made in October 15, and it shows you all the different things that marijuana can treat. So you see there's diabetes, there's osteoporosis, there's HIV, ALS, chronic pain, and even if it doesn't treat it, it just helps it. So it just works as a medication. A lot of the prescriptions, since marijuana has been legal in some states, have gone down dramatically because people could just go get this marijuana and help substitute it. Okay, this is another resource I wanted to show you. These are the different types of plants that you can get: sativa and indica. As you can see, the sativa is a lot smaller of a plant and the indica is a lot thicker. The reason the indica is thicker is because it has different effects on you. I actually researched a dispensary here in Phoenix. It's called the Giving Tree Wellness Center. It's located in Phoenix and Mesa, and it says that the indica is used for treating, it reduces stress, anxiety, and helps deep relaxation and sleep. So if you have any types of those effects, that one would be good for you. Now, if the sativa, that one's better for increasing sensation. So it'll take away pain, nausea, other medical problems, help give you that energy that you might need. So a lot of people think that you smoke marijuana and then you're just laid out on the couch, but that's not necessarily true. Each plant targets different areas. They can blend it, they can mix it. If you have neck pain, they might give you a hybrid, which is two of them combined. There's just so many benefits to it. Okay, there's different ways that it can be consumed. A lot of people say, well, we don't want you to smoke because that's not good for you. Cigarettes and lung cancer, what about that? So there are different ways to consume it. It could be vaporized, it could be eaten, it could be taken as a liquid extract. They can turn it into a pill, or it could be smoked. So whatever the preference is, no matter your age, none of that matters. And I actually do have a study here as well. And this is the age of the respondent, okay? The light purple is the smokers that occasionally smoke. And the dark purple is the ones that have done it once within the past year. As you can see, all the age ranges are very high. You would think that the older you got, it would start to dramatically drop, but that's not necessarily true, because a lot of these older people have these types of conditions that it's actually being treated for. Yes, the middle age does do it more for recreational use, but as you get higher, even in your 40s, when you got your life together, you're buying your house and you got your family, they still do it. There's so many benefits. This is another study. This is from the Pew Research Center in March 2013 study, and this shows how the views on how marijuana is to be legal. So as you can see, that the people that want it to stay illegal, it was up here and it's decreasing. So they don't mind if it becomes legal. And the people that do want it to become legal are dramatically increasing and having their voice known. And we're meeting here, and hopefully this can just keep going down and this one can keep going up. Okay? Legalizing marijuana could curb drinking and its associated costs. So as we all know, drinking and driving, drinking is just, it comes with a lot of costs, a lot of responsibility. So marijuana, you don't really hear too much or too often of DUIs, drinking under the influence of marijuana. It shows that, in this study, it shows that drinking and smoking marijuana does not go together. So, to smoke marijuana, you would drink less. So it would turn an alcohol consumer from this many drinks to this many drinks, which is substantial. Substantial. I feel like that increases a lot of the safety out there. It will take away a lot of the DUIs, a lot of the underage drinking. I do have another picture of just the different types. This one is the sativa, as I said, the smaller stems, and this one is the indica. And then the main reason why I feel like it should be legalized is tax revenue. Tax revenue is out of the roof. In Colorado, it has been said that they made a revenue of $996,184,788 of marijuana. That's close to $1 billion. What are we, 4 million away from $1 billion? That is substantial. And they collected over $135 million on just marijuana taxes and fees. So if you think every state is doing this, and that was in a month. So $135 million on taxes in a month in Colorado. Wow. And they said that $35 million of this was actually designated to go to school construction projects. So you can see how we can take something that can not be so positive in everybody's eyes, but make it positive amongst the community. Marijuana doesn't cause anger. It doesn't cause outbursts, car collisions. It's grown from the earth. First of all, it's grown from the earth. It is a plant that grows out of the ground. The only thing that we can do is just capitalize on this as a nation and use it to our benefit. We can tax this. We can treat people. We can limit the arrests that are out there. There's just so much that comes with the positive to this. And that's why I'm focusing on legalizing this marijuana. I don't see any negatives. All the negatives that I stated, I had a case to back it up. So what do you think?